A girl realized with horror that any man who spoke with a certain woman would suddenly die within 3 seconds. She tried to convince others to expel the woman from school. Anyone who touched her also died without explanation, which made everyone at school absolutely terrified of her. No one dared approach for fear of losing their life. What no one expected was that a new student would become interested in the mysterious woman. Fascinated by the mystery surrounding her, he wanted to get closer. A classmate tried to stop him, warning that approaching the snake woman was extremely dangerous, but he didn't take it seriously. On the contrary, he was even more intrigued. He walked straight up to her, and at that moment, the woman slowly raised her red umbrella, revealing a face as beautiful as it was cold. The boy was clearly stunned by her appearance. The woman asked if he didn't know that everyone who came near her suffered misfortune. His classmates were already mourning him, expecting he wouldn't live through the night. But the boy just smiled and said he loved dangerous challenges. Hearing that, the woman seemed intrigued. She tossed the red umbrella aside and handed him her personal card. The others panicked because everyone who had ever received that card died within a month. Yet the boy accepted it without hesitation. Right then, a flower pot fell from the sky and hit his arm. But instead of being afraid, he grew even more curious. He wanted to know if the rumors about her were true and boldly declared that he wanted to win her heart. Everyone thought he was crazy, since anyone who tried to court her died before the 7th day. But the boy ignored their warnings and told the woman she was the most special person he had ever met. This left her a bit surprised, but she told him that if he managed to survive 7 days, she would accept his love. Excited, he didn't realize he had fallen into her trap. That same night, she took him to her art studio, where he saw her painting a bizarre portrait of a pregnant Medusa. Suddenly, the lights went out, and strange sounds filled the darkness. The boy turned on his flashlight and saw the floor was covered with snakes. One lunged at him, but he struck it with a paintbrush, slicing it in two. Without wasting time, he noticed yellow paint on the table made with realgar, a substance known to repel snakes. He threw the paint onto the canvas and set it on fire. Sensing danger, the snakes fled. When he turned to check on the woman, she laughed strangely and said he was lucky to still be alive. Yet the boy wasn't afraid. Instead, he became even more captivated by her. He walked her home that night, unaware that after he left, another student approached her. She simply looked at him. A metal bar fell from the ceiling, killing him instantly. She then fed his body to the snakes, whispering sweetly that only 3 days remained before she could savor a much more delicious flesh. The image she looked at was a photo of the new boy. The next day, when a woman entered the classroom, a group of students confronted her, accusing her of killing another classmate. The boy defended her, saying he had been with her all night and that she couldn't have done anything. The woman, coldly, asked if they had any proof. The students then presented several photos, showing that the last person seen with the victim was her. They begged the boy to come to his senses, but he lied without hesitation to protect her, saying he had seen the victim leave safely. Everyone looked at him in disbelief, unable to understand why he was defending her. One girl had enough, and, along with several classmates, tried to expel the snake woman, but the boy stood firmly in her defense, even using his family's influence. He then took her by the hand and led her away from the school, ignoring all the warnings. After taking her for a medical checkup, the woman excitedly invited him to her house. This reminded him of the earlier warning, that he should never go to her house under any circumstances, but he thought it was an exaggeration and decided to go. Upon arrival, he asked about the people rumored to have disappeared after entering that house.